here in the Bathurst and Lawrence area. We first brought you the story last week after concerned residents contacted our newsroom. Tonight, an update from Toronto Public Health and why these schools haven't been shut down.
I'm working from home. I'm following the rules. Other schools in the area are following the rules. It's disconcerting because this is a hot zone.
Concerned residents describe a bustling school day, crowds of kids walking with backpacks, cars lined up for pickups. At one school, we saw a steady stream of students loading on to a yellow school bus.
You're quite right. This is something that we are aware of, and it's something in which public health staff, amongst others, are involved in investigating.
As we've been reporting, the schools claim they are now operating as a place of worship, holding numerous services at a time with a limit of 10 per room. Here's the actual wording of the provincial regulation. It reads, "No person shall attend a gathering, whether indoors or outdoors, for the purpose of a wedding, a funeral, or a religious service, rite, or ceremony of more than 10 people."
Is this regulation, can it be interpreted in different ways?
So, Shauna, I think in my experience, different people tend to have different interpretations of existing legislation. I think that's what keeps our lawyers so busy.
I've called the city 3 times, and they said they were going to be on it.
Jen is one of several neighbors having a hard time understanding why hundreds of staff and students are filing into these schools almost every day while hospitals are struggling to offer proper health care. When pressed, Toronto Public Health will only say it does not disclose information regarding an ongoing investigation.
At this point in time, with respect to the situation you're describing, we're going to continue our assessment. But of course, we have to consult with legal counsel to ensure that we are adopting a reasonable interpretation of the legislation such as it exists.
Is there enough room for interpretation here that could be, sparking legal challenges?
Many of these things saw the inside of a courtroom. My sense is that a judge or justice of the peace would say, well, wait a minute. I know what you're doing. It's clever, but it's clearly in contrary to the spirit, if not the letter of the regulation that is really meant to not have significant gatherings, and particularly under the rubric of a religious service when it's school.
Now, this is not the first investigation. During the last stay-at-home order in January, at least one of these schools received a notice of advisory from Toronto Public Health for allegedly breaking some rules under the Reopening Ontario Act. A school official tells me they worked closely with Public Health to ensure that they had a safe environment and they were not shut down, fined, or charged. At Bathurst and Lawrence, Shauna Hunt, City News.